Hey guys, hey, I know I told you that I would show you how we were working those and everything, but I was actually doing something else when they worked that group of nannies there, and so Luke and Travis worked those. But let me show you the vaccinations that they were given. This is CD&T that we use, and it's made by Colorado Serum. I like this one because it's a 2cc shot, the first shot, and a 2cc shot, the second shot. And I don't have to remember, is this the first or the second one? And every year the nannies are going to just get the 2cc shot, see, before they kid. And that's going to protect the kids through the colostrum. So you want to give that. We like to give it about 6 weeks or a month before they kid or lamb, either one. And this is the one we use. You could use any of them. I don't know if any of them, one's better than another. How do you know? I don't even know if it works for sure, I guess. I mean, seriously, how does a person know? But we don't have any trouble with overeating. I did the very first year I started with goats. I had what was called floppy kid syndrome. They would be born, and after about a week, they would get to wobbling around, walking like they're drunk. And I called several places, universities, Texas, K-State, Oklahoma. Nobody. The best anybody could tell me was it was floppy kid syndrome, and to give this to the nannies before they kid would protect the kids from this Clostridium, which is thought to cause that. Now, I've not had any more trouble since then, so I don't know. Was it because I vaccinated them? I don't know, but there are probably people that don't, and they don't have any trouble. But if you ever did once have trouble, you maybe wished you'd have tried something. I don't know for sure. But and we give that same vaccine to the kids when we wean them. We give it to them when we castrate them, and then it's a month or so after that when we're weaning them, or whenever we're going to wean them after that sometimes. And then we give this product. It's called Endovac, and we believe it helps with pneumonia. There's not really a good proven pneumonia vaccine for goats. There's Colorado Serum makes one. I used it for a while. I wasn't satisfied. After some investigation, talking with the sales rep, we went to this. Of course, he tells me that this is, will help that protect against pneumonia, salmonella, just lots of those types of diseases that attack sheep and goats. And it does seem like you can go out there one day and a lamb or a goat is fine, and the next day they'll be dead for no apparent reason. Sometimes that's pneumonia. They call it, just a quick pneumonia that will attack them. We'll notice it mostly. The first really cold snap there in January or something. Sometimes we'll lose a couple or so from that seemed fine. There weren't necessarily poor doers or anything. But we give this, and we do the same thing. We give this when we castrate, that's in July sometime. Then the kids and lambs go back on their mother, and then sometime in August, September, or October, we'll wean. It's not real critical. You want to just make sure you've got any intact males away from, lambs away from the nannies if you don't want them bred or away from the ewes. That's why we castrate, and then we put them back on. We bring them home here to feed them to put some weight on them for the sale when we sell in January, February mostly. So this Endovac, it's a beef product, but you give 1 cc to goats, kid goats, nanny goats. We give this to the nannies before they kid, just like the CD&T, and it goes into the colostrum and helps protect the kid, or that's the theory anyway. It's not terribly expensive. I think that's cost about 90 cents for a 1 cc dose. So there you have it, guys. That's kind of what we do. And so we're done with all of them now. And we're waiting on kidding, which will start May 1st. And these will be just some, we call these problem pens. If we have a ewe or a nanny that, has some problem with the kid sucking, maybe her teats were too big or something. Or we're making an adoption. We had triplets and somebody lost one. We'll bring them in here and make an adoption, things like that. These are good handy pens to have. We don't use them a whole lot, but I used them quite a bit when I was kidding when it was colder. Like if we were kidding now, we'd probably have nannies up here this morning because it was a colder, rainy night last night. So hey, glad you tuned in. Hope this is helpful.